between the Oakland Raiders and our home team. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back. Back in the end zone for a touchback.
Down, 185. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Kill, kill, kill.
Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Strip that ball. Who's right, Chief? Check 24. Check 24. Check 99. Check 99. Down. Check. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 3.
This is Crowell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Crowell. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Mike 58, right there. It's been a long day for you. White Monday down. He's checking. Crash. Check 52. OP.
Crowell. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
Now Carr. It's complete to Graham. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
No. Right down. Check 3. Check. He's right.
After the penalty, it's Crowell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Desmond King making the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees it, the ball's
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. King going underneath for Gordon. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is the Chargers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now it's Corral. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Looking to throw. King under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Jayon Brown leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kyler Fackrell in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. After the sack, 3rd and goal now from the 12. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now King going to throw on 3rd and goal. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On the run, it's Crowell. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Switch. Watch the safety creep.
On second down, here's Crowell. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Crowell running right. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down, Jacobs. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Check 15. Check 15. White Monday down. You got OP. You got that right there.
They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Check. Rocky.
They'll give Crowell another crack. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, an 80-yard touchdown, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They begin with a run by Crowell. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Carr. They'll roll him out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Desmond King picks it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. King now to throw again. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's got some space here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd and 2, Carr got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing now is Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
You're mine. Hey, my 7.
Throwing again. Carr. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Carr now on first down. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A Raider first down, 17 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check 3. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Watch the twist.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And now here's another interception. Derwin James with a pick. The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Here we go. Here we go. It's Pittsburgh. 58 right there. 66.
Here's King to throw on second down. Benjamin's got it. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 30-yard line. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That throw into the arms of Allen. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. King on first down. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They were trying to go back to Allen there, and now it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is King. Off the play fake. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Check 26, check 26. Slam. Hand me.
On first down, Crowell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Check.
At the 23-yard line.
Check out read. Check, put that down. Check, crunch. Low.
They'll run it again with Crowell.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returning, it's Benjamin. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Operating from the gun, King dancing to his left. Able to get this to Gordon. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Wait, 50, wait, 50. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Go. Let's go.
From the gun, King. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Back to throw. King. Touchdown, L.A. Mike Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
S-T-R-O. How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know where Mace, Pops, and Dave went.
Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went.
Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy.
The blends be all the right cred.
Meaning credentials.
Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls.
in the instrumental.
Are you ready?
Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter rock. Turn it up, we giving a show.
But can you rock it like rocket
What you
fuel?
talking about? Space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a close
fool?
encounter of what kind? Gentlemen.
When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
Simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years, so you can say we got
3 turns.
live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert
Upheaval the ground.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all
Crown.
crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you're trying to.
Yeah. Honey, I dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us about 20 miles south of downtown L.A. at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Oakland Raiders and our home team. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Now! 180! Hey, we're good, we're good! 180! Check.
On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, Crowell. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
OP.
They'll run on first down. Crowell, and he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. They'll try the right side with Crowell, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On first down, Crowell. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Justin Jones there on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Hey, box drop.
Here's Carr to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. King. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now King looking to throw on 2nd down. Going to throw deep for the... He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw is Carr. The pass complete to Ryan Graham.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Casey Hayward, the Pro Bowler, there to knock it away. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treat it as such.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll go with a big bang, Crowell. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
First down, Raiders.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Set down. Kill. Whip. Watch the whip. Low. There we go.
Running left is Crowell. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Check. Hey, check 24. White Monday, down. Get down.
A handoff, running left, Crowell.
Check 99.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Jatavis Brown on the tackle.
Hey, we got 4 out.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
OP.
At the 33-yard line.
On 2nd down now, Crowell, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Carr now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. King. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. King now, throwing on 1st down. got his man. It's Williams. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
2nd and 2. Gets it to Gordon. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's King on 1st and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Hey, I'm coming.
King on first down. This is caught. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
To throw is King, operating from the gun. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd down 6 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39, Carr, open is Swaim, the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Gain of 6 brings up 3rd and inches.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They keep it with Crowell on first. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day on this. It's going 29.
Carr going to throw. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Carr now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, orbit.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Watch the eye.
They run with Jackson out of the gun. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
The tackle made by Jayon Brown. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 44.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Go. Go.
Operating from the gun, King. He'll get this to his running back. It's Justin Jackson. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Throwing on 1st down. King. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Now King. From the gun, he'll throw. He completes it to Henry.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Looking to throw. King. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Let's go now. He likes it for us. Here I come. Single. I got a single to slot. 12 line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams His third touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Casey Hayward. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Squeeze, double.
2nd and 3. Completes it to Benjamin. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. King now, operating from the gun. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime act. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. And he's going to go down again. Melvin Ingram picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Benjamin. 62 yards on the That time, wow. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Check nickel.
A first throw here for the backup Taylor. Forced out to his left. Room past the 20. And finally taken down to the 25-yard line. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Again, it's Crowell. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Raiders on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Watch the safety creep. Shoot. Run that down.
They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
I'm coming after you. Joker.
Carr keeps it on the sneak. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So the D-line got the push there against the O-line to stop that quarterback sneak.
A really high percentage call on offense. I think it's the right call. But as you noted, if they don't get the push, you can't get in there. There's no place for him to go. And that's why the whole play got stuffed.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. On first down, it's Taylor. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on, like, the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing now is Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Casey Hayward. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They'll run again with Jackson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here? That is one way to approach it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. One final try now for Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the home team here, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Oakland, This loss will be the capper to a dismal 4-12 campaign. And with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team for whom a roster overhaul may be on the way.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. If we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. And I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit to hit with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. People put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Million beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be #2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Can Zeke deke again? It's the coach. This is the 2020 season on EA Sports. Coming up, Ezekiel Elliott, fresh off 100 yards a week ago, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First down throw for Mariota. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. Back home, it's the first carry for the former Georgia Bulldog, Gurley. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. And the offensive starters for the Panthers.
And a big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs? Because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue. And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much.
Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Parker unable to get that one. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Break this set. 19. 54 Mike. Hey, watch it, watch it. Slam. Hey, 31. Check 37.
This is Elliott. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Alert. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
They're going for it. It's Watson. It's caught. Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A nice pickup there. 18 yards. First down, Falcons.
You got tight right there.
first down carry by Elliott. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Back to throw, Watson. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Watch the screen.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Check back 21. Good track. Alert flare.
They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Carolina.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Let's put that team on the front.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sacked there by Nick Perry, the outside linebacker. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. To throw is Watson. Going deep here for Stills. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off of play action, it's Watson. Looking downfield for Joe. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That's one heck of a third down conversion, a pickup of 39. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a third down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. On first down, it's Watson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. He was a third-round pick, not rounds 1 or 2, but this franchise, they think he can be something with time.
There were a few teams that thought he would go in the first round, late in the first round. He ends up sliding to the third. So a lot of teams think now maybe this group got a steal. They've got a chance to have a really good player here if he can develop.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now Watson. Melvin Gordon there to make the grab. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
The Falcons going to use the second Of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go